Evening, everybody. Welcome to you all. Welcome to our viewers on Facebook Live. Welcome to a very special Digital Plymouth Christmas. Thank you for braving the cold, horrible December weather to join us here at the official start of the Christmas party season. As I'm sure we can all agree, it's December, we can officially mention the C word.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Technology. The trick with technology is you need to switch it on. As always. So, as always, we're joined by three fantastic speakers this evening. In case you do need to leave early, I'm going to try and summarise all their talks for you right now. So, Jack is going to be talking about ways to order vast amounts of pizza. Spoiler alert, they did it all online. David will be talking about graphic design and visual identities, which you need one of. And David will be talking about, Peter will be talking about big data. And as we all know, big data is like the Kardashians. Everyone knows about it, but we're not entirely sure why it exists. So hopefully he will help us with that. So we'll give you a quick rundown of our schedule this evening. We're kind of keeping fairly strict to the timescales this evening because we are on Facebook Live and we have got a little bit of content for people that are on the Facebook Live stuff to watch in between the breaks while you lot are all going getting drinks. So we got Jack first, followed by a quick 5-minute break, followed up with David, and then a slightly longer 20-minute break. Thank you to Rob from Tech Exeter for giving us that extra time on his interview. And finally, we're finishing up with Peter at the end of this evening. So what we're going to do, we're going to be a little bit self-indulgent for the first 10 minutes, and we're just going to give you a quick recap of our first conference that we had back in September. So I can recognise some of you that were here already, and there's some of you may have just heard about the conference, and this could be your first one. So what I want to do is give you a reason of the idea that Digital Plymouth came about and when it started. So the actual idea started about 2 years ago. We noticed the value and the voice of the digital community in Plymouth was very underrepresented. We had small companies doing really great work, but not sharing them. We had freelancers doing exactly the same thing, and we had a college of art and a university getting students down, teaching them lots of really good stuff, and then them leaving and taking it away to other places, the north mainly. And worse for all of that, there were local businesses not even being aware and using the incredible local talent at their disposal. So after holding a pilot event at Think Tank back in June 2015, and we had our first meet-up in September at the new Continental Hotel, we decided the next logical step for 5 people that had never organised a conference before was to put on the first digital conference Plymouth had seen in years. We attracted 16 fantastic speakers from all around the UK, and every single one of them gave their time and expertise for free. Some of you are here tonight, and I know some of them got a really lot of good stuff out of their time at the conference. During the conference, we actually learned something very important. And this conferences are hard. Yes, they are. But just like childbirth, you forget about all the mess and the screaming and the repeated threats of violence. And just like that, we were talking about doing another one. So it can't have been that. So on the day, we had just over 200 attendees, speakers, volunteers and exhibitors from across the UK, Southwest, and we even had someone from America that came along. I think he just happened to be in the UK and he wanted to come to the conference. I'm fairly sure he didn't specifically come to the UK for it, but will count as a win. We had a panel discussion with representation from Bristol, Exeter, Plymouth and Cornwall. We were trending in the top spot on Twitter throughout the day and early the next morning as well, so no pressure. And Neil from Plymouth Cubes, who's building Plymouth in Minecraft, more than doubled the amount of builders that he had actually building Plymouth, and in about 3 months he's gone from about 3% completed to about 10% completed, I think, last time I spoke to him. So if you like Minecraft and if you like stuff like that, that's really cool. And on top of all of that, we had 25 local companies supporting us with donations of money, time, expertise, and just some people just actually listening to us ranting and raving in the kind of hours before the conference. And of course, that conference wouldn't have been successful without all of their support. And those of you that are here tonight can't quite see everybody, but if you were, thank you very much. And of course, we can't forget all of the volunteers and attendees on the day. Again, without your help and support, it wouldn't have been the success it was. And as you'll see, I'm swishing through all these slides. We've got some really cool pictures for Facebook and things like that out of it too. So you're probably thinking, where do we go from here? We've got bigger and better plans for next year, and thanks in no small part to the money we raised, we've been able to make a start on that already. So we raised about £8,000 from the conference. So unfortunately that wasn't all profit. As you can imagine, we had to feed everybody, we had to buy some lanyards, we had to buy t-shirts, we had to buy all the other stuff that makes the conference look good and make our stuff look good too. There was also the fact that I was sent out to buy donuts and cakes, which was never a good plan. Never go buying donuts with an unlimited budget when you're hungry. That's what I would suggest. But the rest of it is all ours. One of the first things we've been able to do is sponsor an event called Hackfest with the Plymouth College of Art. So I'm going to have to grab my notes here so I can actually get this right. So we had, basically it's a county-wide project known as Hackfest. There was over 200 students from schools across Devon, and they all came together to create product prototypes that respond to the issues of the future. Those of them that were successful in the challenge days, they went on to showcase their ideas in an event called Venture Fest up in Exeter. A few of us from Digital Plymouth and a few of us in the building, in the room tonight, we all went to Venture Fest, and it was a really good day, and we saw loads of really good stuff, and it was sickening how talented those young people were. But you know, children are the future of all that. So that is just the beginning of that. Thanks to Neil, who's our sponsor this evening for Bromhead. We are now finally a community interest company, which basically means that all the money that we make either goes straight back into the business or straight into the community. So with that in mind, what we're doing, we're working on setting up a community slush fund, which we will come up with a better name for. That will basically enable us to support other digital events and organisations with a little bit of cash, and a little bit of an easier way than it probably is to get that cash right now.